What is going on, guys? It's Dan here, back with another Shot in the Dark reactions, back with more Ghost songs, of course. This one being Monstrance Clock. This song is in the set list for the show that we're going to be watching tomorrow. We are going to our first ritual tomorrow, guys. Oh my god, we are so excited, I can't even tell you. We are just absolutely over the moon with, you know, everything at the moment with Ghost in general. It has seriously took over my life just about as much as it possibly can, and I couldn't be any happier, to be fair, with it. And hearing your guys' comments down below, talking about the lore, doing the live yesterday talking about the lore, I've really genuinely fell in love with this band even more so now, because of being able to know the story behind the songs and to know the story behind everything else. I've learned a lot more about Tobias as a musician as well, and the musicians that accompany him, and it's just been a really amazing journey so far, guys. And I just want it to absolutely keep going and build this beautiful community of lost souls, if you will, to greater heights, basically. And to do that, we need to make sure we're liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you're new, and hitting that notification bell, because at the moment, guys, 95% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. We need to definitely change that. But yeah, the main thing about subscribing, not only does it keep you in the loop with what we're doing on the channel, but it also goes towards that 500 milestone, guys. And that 500 subscriber milestone is massive, to be fair, because it unlocks an incentive for you guys, which is me reacting live to the right here, right now film with you guys live on here, reacting in real time. That should be an absolute blast, and I can't wait to do that. And it shouldn't be too much longer, man. We're getting really close, so keep it up. Yeah, like I said, today we're reacting to Monstrance Clock. I'm really excited. I think we just go for it now, guys. I really do. I'm really excited for this one. Apparently it's a bit of a classic. They play it on pretty much they played it on all of the new sets, but they hadn't played it for a while, apparently, so they've brought it back into the fray, which makes me think it's a bit of a classic, which is amazing, because the last song I listened to was Rituals, and I really enjoyed that. It had a lot of old nuance to it, and I was like kind of blown away, to be honest, to a point where it kind of made me a little bit emotional through hearing such old style music. It just reminded me of other times, really, with other people. So yeah, yeah, I'm really like loving this little run we're doing with Ghost, and falling in love with the band in real time. It's been amazing. So yeah, let's get into it. Without further ado, Monstrance Clock. All right, I've got the lyrics in front of me. I'm raring to go. If you've not watched this channel before, we've done loads of Ghost songs. Go and check out the other ones after. But yeah, Monstrance Clock. Don't know what to expect. I really don't. I try not to have any expectations when I'm just about to listen to a Ghost song. It always just kind of blows me away. The way that they can just completely transform your mindset in just a single, you know, press of a play button. So I'm expecting some pretty dramatic things, some epicness. If it's an early Ghost song, which it definitely is, it's gonna give me a lot of dark vibes, which is something I'm really interested in. So let's go for it.
To the sound of the
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
It was our first time singing last night. Ghost is one of my favorite bands, and I love them.
I've been listening to it non-stop. I can't wait for the next tour.
What a cool introduction, man. So introduced to the song, I'm guessing that's the chorus. To the sound of the monstrous clock, air is cleansed, assembled flock. Black candles burn, all minds aligned. So we are setting the scene so early. And I've said this 1,000 times, but what Ghost do better than most bands is set a scene. And once they've set that scene, they don't just set the scene, they absolutely lay out a banquet for us, and when we're just there to enjoy it. And oh my god, so far it's sounding really, really dark and mysterious. I'm hearing a G minor is the first note for sure, and then I'm not really sure what's happening, but I'm definitely sure we end on a C major, which is very interesting, which makes me feel like we're going to a lighter place before anything else happens. But I'm really liking the fact that they've got this music video of people that are almost the other side of a confession window, and it's so interesting that I never would have ever thought of doing something like that. And that's what Ghost are so fun at, coming up with really cool ideas that fill us with just this, I don't know, different. It just sends us into a different dimension, man. It's crazy.
To the sound of the
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
It was our first time singing last night.
Are these real
Ghost
fans?
is one of my favorite bands, and I love them.
I've been listening to it non-stop, and I can't wait for the next tour.
He's literally speaking for all of us there. Ooh. Oh, nice.
To the sound of the monstrance
We changed key.
air is cleansed, assembled flock. Black candles burn all minds alive.
So it's the same as the introduction.
As the
Ooh.
parish sighs in smoke, enters Lady Reveal of Cloak. To the haunting sound of the monstrance clock, singing, come to
All right. Wow. Okay. There's a lot going on here. Let's break it down. So we did the introduction, which is the same words as the first verse, which is very unusual. They normally, what they do is they'll give us a bit of a chorus or a hook towards the start, and then that's something that we can hear with our ears further on in the song. But the very next thing after the instrumental is the introduction, but sang different. Really interesting. Let's hear the first way that he does this verse.
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
So airy and just full of character. Let's try and get that, because that is so cool.
It was our first time singing.
To the sound of the monstrance clock. It's not to the sound of the monstrance clock, which is in the same key. No. We're thinking about character here. We're thinking about taking us slightly more back than we normally sing. We'd normally sing to a point where our airflow is so open to allow us to hold notes and to allow us to catch notes in the right places. But this is really interesting because it's really held back in the larynx. Let me just listen to this
For I
again.
have sinned.
It was our first time singing last night. Ghost is one of my
Just imagine, when you're doing it, just imagine you're almost swallowing the words when you're singing them. They're almost so far down in your neck that you're not really actually letting them leave your mouth. That's how I achieve that sort of sound. And I've done this before. I always do this on songs, and I normally put like a high pass filter on there to get that sound. This is an early song though, so this song doesn't have a high pass filter. This is very much done intentionally, trying to reduce airflow. Really
For I
cool.
have sinned.
It was our first time singing last night.
air is cleansed,
Ghost is one of my favorite bands, and I love them.
It's even
I've
lower
been
than.
listening to it non-stop, and I can't wait for the next tour.
And then we've got this guttural scream, which I don't think I've ever heard them do that before. Tobias got a really guttural scream there. It's like a proper guttural scream, and it just comes in right on that first note. What note is that? I think it's a D minor. And then, yeah, D minor, D flat, and then back and forth, D minor, D flat. And it's really cool because it's just sat on the top of that. It's really nice. Ooh. This is what I was saying. There's a C sharp, a C major, and a G before we go back into the actual verse, the way it's pronounced differently. Interesting. Which allows us then to leave the singer on a lovely major scale and then go absolutely not G minor to the sound of the cool.
Sound of the monstrous clock. Air is cleansed, assembled flock. Black candles burn all minds alive. As
Oh.
the parish
I love that thick bass. You
parish
get that bass again.
as the
Oh.
parish sighs in smoke. Enters lady reveal of cloak.
So at the moment we've got some really, really quite interesting things happening with the instruments here. We're taking us down this very dark, bluesy scale at the moment. And then at the same time we've got the danink, 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 danink on the lead guitar, which is quite reminiscent of like really old school goth stuff, like The Cure when they first came around used to do songs like this.
Black candles burn all minds alive.
It's got like Adam's Family vibes, because you got the do 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 do, which is a blues scale but in the minor key.
As the parish sighs in smoke. Enters lady reveal of cloak. To the haunting sound of the monstrous clock.
Trying to work these lyrics out. To the sound of a monstrance clock, air is cleansed, assembled flock. Black candles burn, all minds aligned. As the parish sighs in smoke, enters lady revealed of cloak. To the haunting sound of the monstrance clock. So is it sort of like, what is the monstrance clock? I need to Google this. This is the second time I've ever done this on the channel, but there we go. We're breaking boundaries here, because I just need to get like a bit of an inkling on what this means. It's a type of clock often shaped that was popular during the Renaissance. It was used in religious settings in Catholic churches to mark time during rituals and celebrations. So it's a clock that's used. Ah, okay, I get it. During the holy hour, these clocks often incorporated sacred symbols or figures into their designs. So it resembles a crucifix, often made of gold or silver. So it's a very religious item that's ticking away during the holy hour, and it's during rituals and celebrations. So again, taking these things that are traditionally used in churches, in these different scenarios of holy worship, and putting a twist on it, And that is so reminiscent of what Ghosts do well, is taking something that we all know by Googling and then twisting it and making it seem darker and more mysterious. Black candles burn. I'm sure they're not black candles in a normal place. As parish sighs in smoke, enters lady revealed of cloak to the haunting sound of the monstrance clock. So essentially, wow, there's a scene set already. I can picture it in my head. And songwriting, if you got it good, then you should be able to picture what you're writing down. You should be able to picture it in your head so that you could literally draw it as a picture. Wow, how did that chorus come in? Change key again. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. Woo! You changed key again. This song's weird. Wow. That was really cool. Where's the chorus? Come together as one is the start, isn't it? Come together as one, come together for Lucifer's son. So literally, we're all coming together for Lucifer's son, which is, the unholy demons. And it's interesting how the chorus, when they write choruses, they're intentionally less lyric heavy. This is something that as a songwriter you need to make aware of. If your chorus has a hook to it, fantastic. If it doesn't have a hook to it, in my opinion, the hook to this song is to the sound of the monstrance clock, or the haunting sound of the monstrance clock. That's the bits that are repeated probably most in the song. So you don't have to have your most repetitive hook parts in the chorus, as long as your chorus is something that your crowd, because I'm guessing this is more of a live song, can get along with it, because it's only a few words here and there. But yeah, it definitely changes. We go from a G minor in the end of that verse, after he says the word singing, all the way down to an E flat. But then we return to a G minor, and then there's a chord in between, which I couldn't quite get. I think it's a B flat. By the way, the intention of widening the words and everything, the song widens so much here, and the way they've done that is they've intentionally kept the vocals really centered throughout the entirety of the song so far, and then as soon as the chorus comes in, they're wide in both of our ears. So in our ears now, we've got a wide mix of the vocals. There's harmonious singing in there as well, which is thickened it out even further. And then there's a really cool electric piano section happening at a point where they start to almost pinch the note and move it around and wobble the notes around. And it's really like pleasing, but also unsettling at the same time. Honestly, the solos that they do are absolutely gorgeous, man. That change is so cool. And it's the keyboard that sets the tone. That intentional wobble of, what note is that? Ah, okay, I think I get it. So I'm writing the things down as we go. The there's an instrumental, right, which ends on C and G, and the G is just a regular G major, but it goes to a G minor by bending that note with that echoey sort of wobble that they're doing on the piano, and that's what sends us soaring. It's weird. It sends us soaring into a note that's lower. I get it. It's because the even though we're playing a G minor, we're playing a high version of G minor with the lead guitar, and the bass is still staying in that low position. Really clever. Listen again. Really cool. I absolutely love the way that Ghosts do instrumental breakdowns in their songs. They don't rush a song. They don't flood it with words all the time. If songs don't need words, leave them alone. I was so guilty when I first started songwriting of flooding songs with words. And it only occurred to me after I started taking them out and letting songs breathe and letting songs have the music and letting songs just flourish with just the music alone, that I started to create like parts of songs where they could change. Because if you've got words constantly, it's so hard to change sections. But if you've just got instrumentals happening, not only is that going to be easy for you to sing live because you can take those rests, but it's also really, really good because it can allow us, if we go to a second section, so we're going to a second verse here, is this second verse going to be different to the first verse because that instrumental's brought us into a different style? Cool.
To the sound of the end of day.
Okay.
Mesmerize the assembled sway. Black candles burn all minds alive.
I love the harmonies, man.
Hypnotizing horns of ram. Paralyzing pentagram.
Ooh.
And the eerie sound of the monstrance clock. Singing.
Oh my god. That literally hit me right in the heart, man. Wow. I didn't expect that. And what a time to pause as well. Didn't expect that. Ooh. So second verse. To the sound of the end of day, mesmerized and assembled sway, black candles burn, all minds aligned. When it says all minds aligned, it reminds me of like, well, it's bringing me into this sort of picture of almost hypnotherapy and like the art of, you know, getting someone to do your bidding by taking control of their mind and psyche. And that kind of, when it says mesmerized the assembled sway, I've got this picture of like everybody swaying back and forth, or even the clock going back and forth, like you know, when people hypnotize with the stopwatches. What are they called? What are they called? Like the doctor watches on the chains. I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, hypnotizing horns of ram. So we've already got the word hypnotizing horns of ram. Paralyzing pentagram. Wow. Those two lines are really nice. Hypnotizing horns of ram. Paralyzing pentagram. Now, because this is really, really good songwriting, because lyrically, it's really pleasing because you've got two sets of rhymes. You've got hypnotizing and paralyzing, both of those rhyme, right? They're both on top of one another. Horns of Ram, pentagram, both rhyme, right? So when you put them all together, it's really, really pleasing for the listener because it feels like it blends like it's meant to be. And that is unbelievably good lyric writing. Not songwriting at this point, lyric writing, poetry almost. Being able to rhyme within the same sentence is really, really difficult without sounding like you're almost making like a tongue twister happen. But it works really nicely here. And then this bit here, I need to talk about this. Wow. He doesn't just go singing like he does in the first one. He whispers. And I'm telling you guys, whispering in songs is absolutely awesome. I use whispering a lot now, actually, especially in the last thing that I did. Whispering, especially if you want to deliver a message or if you want the listener to be listening, to be focusing on one thing that's going to follow that whisper. So you put the whisper in and then the listener's going to go, start to open up their ear holes a little bit, start to push in the earbuds and go, what was that? What was that little whisper then? And then all of a sudden, because the whisper's there, whatever follows it, the singer has complete attention. The listener has complete attention because the whisper's got you drawn into that point, right?
Singing, come together, together as one. Come together.
Wow.
Come together.
You know what I was saying about high pass filter at the start of this? They're using a high pass filter. So a high pass filter, what it basically does is it takes out the low frequencies. It takes them completely out, so you're only left with the highest frequency of your song. So when you're singing under a high pass filter, it kind of sounds like you're in like singing through a megaphone. But because you're whispering through that megaphone as well, that creates an even weirder dynamic because you're almost whispering louder, which is really, really interesting. But this part is really cool, especially with the video as well, because you can see the crowd singing the words at the same time, which is obviously the intention of the song. But you've also got him whispering underneath it, and then you've got this really eerie organ that's just underneath in the mix, and it starts to get louder as we go. I need to hear that again. Let's listen to that again. Listen.
Singing, come together, together as one.
You've got this drone of... Drones are really, really good. Do not underestimate a drone. And what I mean by that, it's this really, really satisfying atmospheric space that's being filled with just the single note. But it's droning just in the right key for that organ to fill that space as well. You've got the underlining of the crowd and the whisper, and they're both mixed. It's such a beautiful way that feels so organic. I need to listen to that again. That was really interesting.
Paralyzing pentagram and the eerie sound of the monstrance claw. Singing, come together, together as one. Come together,
Wow. Oh my god. So full now. Oh man. Oh man, I lost myself there. I could have listened to that outro for like 15 to 20 minutes extra of that, because you just lose yourself in this music when they're really at it, Ghost, and they're giving you these beautiful solos, and they're just filling that space that's been empty and vacant the whole time through listening to a song. There is nothing more satisfying to a listener, because constantly I've been thinking, this song is missing something. I don't know what it is. And in that last chorus, I just felt myself drift away because it was filled. Like I was left.
Together as one.
How does it build into this big... Alright, we've got the bass. That's building us a little bit. That's not enough. We hit hard now. I think it's the drums that start us off. So it's the intentional build on the crash. Listen again. It's on the ride. It's on the ride. Crash, 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 crash. Bam. I love the videography there, where the cross is on its normal, axis, and then all of a sudden it's completely flipped round. It's got that. I mean, that's exactly what this song's all about, isn't it? Twisting what we normally know as one thing to be something else. Cool. I didn't know he was... I didn't hear that before. That is beautiful. He's singing on that part. Ooh, holding the note, because that's where the drone is. Really clever. That drone that we heard at the start, he's now replaced that with his voice. And I completely know exactly what space has been filled. It's the distortion on the rhythm guitar. The rhythm guitar is no longer going just this ding, ding, ding. All of a sudden now we're into the last third of the song, and we filled the rhythm guitar with distortion, and it's just given us this extra element that we've been missing this whole time. Man, what a ride. I'm literally, how am I gonna do this, man? How the hell am I gonna listen to these songs live now? But I'm gonna be I'm literally gonna be an emotional wreck. It's gonna be mad. Let's talk about it. I don't know what it is about these older Ghost songs, but they just have something on me, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because it's been recorded in a non-familiar setting to me, because I've been so used to hearing modernized recording. I don't know what it is about it. I know that they used tubular amps for the guitars, which is probably why they sing so much. Because when you put your lead guitars, especially if you've got a lot of clean section, if you put it through a tubular amp, it will get a better sound than anything you can find digitally. And that is not even a lie. I still have a Vox AC30 behind me, behind the green screen. And if I was ever to produce a record again, I would 100% use that for any clean sections, because tubular amps are just another level, man, and that's 100% been used here. I think they used some of the Orange series old crunch amps for the rhythm, but I think they used more sort of traditional 60s Marshalls, maybe even Vox, I'm not even sure, but definitely something about their early solos under those older wave amps. It's just, I don't know, it just sings to me so much. I just don't understand it. It's mad. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed that as much as I did, please do me a big favor, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you don't miss future videos, and I shall see you guys on the next one. Until then, see you later.